Sup, ladies and gentlemen, Akalon here, and welcome back to each and one of you. And of course, if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for joining us. I am very happy to have you here. Remember, you can join us live on Twitch, link in the description down below, every Tuesday to Friday. And to all of the patrons, a very special thank you for all of your support and for everything that you do. Thanks to you, this channel is still growing. Today, we are asking a very important question, a question that is sort of being brought up all over the internet right now, and that is, should we continue playing World of Warcraft? You have the camp that says absolutely no. If you give your money to this company, you are simply supporting the predators. And you have the other group that says, it's my money, I will do with my money what I want, and if I unsub and if everyone unsubs, innocent people will lose their jobs as well. This is very true, and I want to talk to both of those groups, and I sort of want to examine whether or not this is right, and then at the end of the video I will tell you what I'm going to continue doing or start doing on the channel, whichever one wins out. Okay, so let's talk about the group that wants to continue playing, and it's their money, they can do with what they want to do with their money. You're right. Absolutely. And all of this starts at principles, right? Every single human being have a list of principles. There's not one principle that governs all of them. It is a hierarchy of principles. For some people, they will have the principle that says whatever Blizzard have just done is absolutely disgusting and I cannot support this. They will also have the principle that innocent people should not suffer. Now, it really depends on which one of these principles are higher. If your principle that what Blizzard did was disgusting is higher, you will most likely unsub from the game. If your principle that you do not want innocent people to suffer is higher, you're mostly going to say, I hate what Blizzard just did, but if I unsub, innocent developers will lose their lives, and I'm not willing to make that sacrifice, although I do suspect that for the vast majority of people, this is actually far more selfish. The vast majority of people are not thinking specifically about other people in this decision making. It is simply a way of rationalizing it, and that is fine too. Human beings are incredible at rationalization. Now, it is okay whichever way you go with this. Whether you decide to keep playing or whether you decide to quit, it's okay. No one can tell you what you do with your money. And anyone that tries to is on a moral high horse that they should not be on. No one elected you to be the arbiter of anyone else's principles or anyone else's moral compass. You are not the priest or the pope of the World of Warcraft player base. You do not get to make demands of other people. And if you think that you do, you are part of the problem. You have no right to demand anything from anyone else, just so we're clear. But let's examine the people that want to boycott Blizzard. Historically speaking, there has never been a company in the history of the world, I believe, at least based on Google searches, that have gone under because of a boycott. Boycotts are notoriously horrible, and they don't work. And the reason they don't work is many people will boycott something when they're emotionally heightened. So at an emotional high time, they will go, screw that, I'm never supporting this company again. But emotions are fickle. They sort of taper off, and in a month or two from now, those very people that left the game on an emotional high will no longer have the willpower, because it was never willpower to begin with. It was drawing upon emotion. That emotion has now become depleted, and therefore they're now hungering or hankering for the game again. So boycotts do not work. We have actual evidence in the US. The conservatives want to boycott Ben & Jerry, right? Because Ben & Jerry ice cream does things that they don't agree with. It doesn't work. Ben & Jerry's is still around. They're still making money. The liberals want to boycott Papa John's because the owner said stuff that they don't agree with. It doesn't work. Papa John's is still around, right? So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter which group boycotts who, everyone just keeps making money. And it's not because, well, it's only liberals that's now buying Ben & Jerry's. There's still conservatives that's doing it too. Because yes, I hate the fact that Ben & Jerry's is woke, but I love this flavor of ice cream. And yeah, I hate that Papa John's owner said a bunch of racist shit. I don't know what he did, by the way. I just heard rumors of him saying something. I don't know. But I do love this pizza that they have. It is the best pizza. So I'll begrudgingly keep buying the pizza, and then we rationalize it. I'm buying the pizza not from the owner, but actually from the owner of this little store. And I love the owner of this little store, and I want to support the workers. We'll rationalize why we do things. So boycotts do not work. They're famously unreliable in actually getting results. So that's just, you need to keep that in mind whenever you're trying to sort of lead a boycott campaign. They're famously horrible at actually achieving the results that you're looking for. But let's imagine that it was successful. Let's imagine that all of us banded together and we managed to ruin Blizzard's life. We managed to go, fuck it, it's over, Blizzard, you're done. Alright, so let's examine this. We did a bit of quick math last night on the show. I basically settled on, let's imagine that World of Warcraft currently have about 5 million players. That's vastly more than any of the rumors that I've heard. And these are rumors from Blizzard employees who would have those numbers saying that it's much closer to 3 to 3.5 million, but this is also 5 months ago, so it could now be even less than that. But let's imagine that it's 5 million. The reason I decided to settle on 5 million is looking at the two biggest groups that consume World of Warcraft content. On the one side, you have the people buying the 6-month sub, and that is a $10 a month sub. And you have the group that spends the WoW token, right? The WoW token is $20 a month. And for anyone that thinks, no, the WoW token is free, I just buy it with gold, allow me to quickly explain how this works. Person A has money, can pay sub, but wants gold for in-game boosting. Person B has no money, but wants game time. Person A goes to the store and actually purchases a WoW token for $20. The $20 WoW token is now put on the auction house. The auction house sells that WoW token to person B, who wants game time for 200,000 gold, let's say. Person A gets 200,000 gold for their $20 investment. Person B gets 30 days of game time. Blizzard loses nothing in this regard. They simply make money. So you have $20, you have $10, let's settle on $15. So we have 5 million players a month playing World of Warcraft at $15 a subscription. How much does this work out to? Well, the answer is $75 million a month is made from World of Warcraft subscription services. Let's times that by 3, and suddenly we have $225 million for 3 months. That's a single quarter. So how much is that Blizzard will actually lose in all of this? Well, the average quarterly earnings for Blizzard Entertainment, Activision Blizzard that is about 2 billion, right? It's sometimes 1.8, 1.9, sometimes 2.1, but it's around about the 2 billion mark. So congratulations, you've just removed $200 million from 2 billion. The company is still making 1.8 billion US dollars. The company is not crying much. World of Warcraft subscriptions is by far the least profitable measure of Blizzard's success. They do not give a shit about the monthly subscription service. And this is because of their new business model. You see, if you really wanted to hit Blizzard where it hurts, you have to understand the business model that Blizzard engages in. And that's what I'm going to use the next few minutes to quickly discuss before we end this video. Blizzard's business model right now is release the bare minimum of content, so basically not even enough. We've done the math on this, quick math, so it's not scientifically correct, but there's roughly, unless you're a high-end raider that does a lot of dungeons and raids, there's not even 24 hours worth of content in 9.0. Right? World of Warcraft Shadowlands launched outside of the leveling experience. Actually, no, we included the leveling experience, which at least if you do it really well and you do it optimized, you reach max level in about 6 hours. From there, if you include all of the 20 minutes that you get every week worth of content, you're getting at less than 24 hours worth of content within Blizzard. I think it worked out to like 20 hours, 21 hours of content, full-blown content. This is new content that you can do in World of Warcraft. That is absolutely miserable. That is horrible amounts of content considering the price that this game comes in. And before people think, but Akalon, no, there's all sorts of things that you can do, mounts and stuff. That's not content. When it's something that is repeatable and you're doing it again and again and again, that's not content. That's just something that you're doing. It's busy work. You're keeping yourself busy. You're sort of hunting rewards. When we're talking about content, it's brand new things that you can do in the game. And World of Warcraft has none of that. There's very little content in World of Warcraft. 9.1 is even worse, by the way. We couldn't even get to 12 hours worth of new content in 9.1. That is how bad Blizzard has gotten at actually producing content. Blizzard's business model right now is one that says, hey, we need to hook people for 6 months. So every single time there's a new patch, we will launch a mount with the new patch, right? The mount will be tied to a 6-month sub. So this is how we lock people into a 6-month cycle. Doesn't matter that there's literally not even a day's worth of content, they'll be locked in. So if they realize a week later, God, there's no content here, they can't get out. They've already paid the 6 months, right? And this is how they run it. And then they keep adding new stuff to the store, basically to keep the revenue flowing. Now, World of Warcraft is by no means the biggest earner of this $2 billion, but it does contribute a massive chunk of it. And we are talking about Activision Blizzard. If we're talking about boycotts, we want to boycott Activision Blizzard. Then it seems to me that if you really wanted to hurt Blizzard Entertainment, if you really wanted to force them to fix their shit, you would actually stop supporting the cash shop. It's far easier. You get to keep playing the game. You just no longer buy stuff off of the cash shop. That way, everyone wins. Before you go, but Akalon, won't they also fire a bunch of employees if the cash shop suddenly takes a dip? No, because when the cash shop is no longer a viable option to increase profitability, the only way for them to do it is to fall back on sub numbers, and for that, they're going to need developers that can actually produce content to put into their game. Either way, people can lose their money, can lose their jobs, but at least if people stop supporting the cash shop, we would have a better game, first and foremost, and we would most likely see fewer people being fired. If World of Warcraft loses all of their subscribers tomorrow, Activision will simply close it down. However, if they continue to get millions of subscribers, there's just no longer money coming in from the cash shop, Activision will realize that there's a fuck up and they have to start focusing on something else. I'm not saying, by the way, that this is what we should be doing. I'm just saying that's a better option. If you really feel like you want to boycott Blizzard Entertainment, then sure, but do it that way. Boycott the cash shop. That way, at least we get something out of it as well. But if you just unsub from the game, you're going to end up hurting innocent developers who had nothing to do with this once Activision shuts down World of Warcraft because there's no longer players supporting it. As for what I will do, I want to be very clear on this. I am not stopping my content on World of Warcraft, and for good reason. Whenever I make a new video, and for those of you that's brand new to the channel, allow me to explain, I make World of Warcraft lore content. I don't really deal in drama, I don't really deal in the bullshit, I just make lore content. I talk about the story, I speculate about the future of the story. That's the stuff that I love. When I make a video about the lore, I get to escape the fucked up world around me, right? For a few hours, I get to be in a different world. When you get to watch 20 minutes of my new video, you get to be in a different world, thinking about things that isn't part of this fucked up place. I'm not willing to give that up. And anyone that thinks that I should be willing to give that up, this is not your life. You are not the one paying my bills. Therefore, you do not get to tell me what I can and can't do. If it makes me happy, I will continue doing it, and it makes me happy. So for everyone that wants to continue playing, good on you. Have fun, enjoy your game. To everyone that wants to stop playing, good on you. I hope that you find there's so many other games out there now. You have New World, you have Final Fantasy, you have Ash of Creation coming out. There's so many new games. You're gonna have a hard time picking the one that's best for you. But to anyone that is trying to force anyone else to do what they think is best, no. You stop that now. No one made you the arbiter of the moral compass of the World of Warcraft player base. Do what is best for you and make that a you decision. Do not try to make a decision for all of us. You do not have the moral standing to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and smash that bell. It does help out the channel a ton. To all of the patrons, thank you so much for your monthly contributions. It does mean the world to me. To every single one of you, you make content like this one possible. You allow me to grow the channel and make the channel even better. To all of the Twitch subs and the YouTube channel members, to you as well. Without you, this channel wouldn't be anywhere near where it is right now, so I cannot thank you enough for all of your support. Ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace out, fam. No.